Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this powerhouse matchup of Faze Red up against Prophecy. Current series score is 2-0 after Faze defeated them in the hardpoint on retreat, 209 to 170, so a 39-point game. And then also picking up the S&D victory there on Biolab, 6-5. You know, Faze feeling fairly confident heading to the game to a 3. CTF on Ascend here, but you know, Prof one of those teams that never down and out.
Yeah, so the first match on Hardpoint, obviously Faze Red showed that they had a lot of slaying power, so that's something you're definitely going to give a little bit of an advantage to coming into the CTF Ascend, but CTF is definitely a game mode where, you know, you can work the counter cap game, you can play in so many different ways, you can work for sneak caps that slaying obviously is not everything, so, you know, obviously Prophecy definitely needs to take this match. This is, you know, a must-win for them, or else their tournament run is over.
And if you didn't catch that hardpoint game, slaying-wise, both these teams are fairly on point with each other. It wasn't until the end, at the last minute or so, that we sort of saw the team start running away. And of course, that being Faze, with two of their players dropping that 40 bombers there as well. So, you know, just keep that in mind. A lot of these teams right now who are still competing, their slaying power is still on point, and the teamwork is so much up there as well. So, you know, it's a very close game. That's why we just saw that round 11 come up into place. Of course, CTF on Ascend will be our next map for game number 3. But if it's needed, there are some game number 4 and game number 4s there. It's going to be Uplink on Detroit for game 4, and if it's needed as well, S&D on Solar for game 5. So I'm sort of feeling a game 5. I want it to go to game 5 just for the sake of this series. You know, it's all or nothing. Why not? As you see there, that main stage is so glorious here at LA right now as these guys get set up, ready for that action. Like we said, Ascend CTF. I just saw a great match before being played on this map. Let's see how great it'll be right now. Faze looking very relaxed right now.
Yeah, I mean, you can't not feel comfortable with the 2-0 lead. Obviously, they're going to want to stay focused and shut it down, but everything is looking great for them right now. And as you see right there, Faze is 5-0 in Uplink during the tournament so far, which is fantastic. However, CTF, a little bit different of a game mode. Obviously, you're going to be pulling flags and trying to score those, going into the enemy's base, returning to yours, rather than throwing any drones in portals. But, you know, Faze, if it happens to come to that, Uplink in game 4, looking absolutely great, and that's got to be something that is on Prophecy's mind.
Going to kick things off here with, well, the team that's currently in the lead in the series, of course, that is Faze Red. I'm going to start with Aches, of course, trying to get that second ring for himself, as is his teammate of Parasite here, and they're still within a chance in that situation. So Mature there getting the first spot of the round, though, finding Slash. And Mature then finds his teammate of Ricky, picks one up on Aches at the same time as he pushes on up and in on out. These guys from Prophecy heading very hard and fast towards that enemy flag. Mature's going to grab the flag and shut down by Parasite after that 2-piece.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Team kill or not, I'm going to give him credit for the 3-piece because that was pretty nice. Playing super aggressive, though, getting shut down as soon as he was able to touch that flag. But, you know, right now you're able to see Faze Red, after stopping that initial push, able to put a lot of pressure on the base of Prophecy. Prophecy is basically turtled up in their base, and they were just kind of hanging out, waiting for the kills to go down before they start working for their map control.
Just saw one player, of course, it was Aches trying to push up and grab that flag. Slasher then as well, both getting cleaned down in-house. Going to see Classic now on our screens, looking to make a push up towards this side of the flag. Now he's taking the lower route to this. He might jump back and run through Maze. The play there, waiting to Slasher. You just take him out, who had the height advantage and the top ground. He will make his way to the flag here. One player behind him, though. It's going to be Parasite down low. He does pick him up at the top of that roof on the opposite side. So Embo's picking up Enable as well. So right now, it's a chance, you know, flags have been touched, but not really taken that far, with a minute 15 already gone. Yeah, both teams taking turns attacking the enemy's base. Nothing has been successful so far, but Parasite having a really good start, as well as Embos. Ricky on the donut cam right now, as well as Slasher, so both of these guys are going to end up stepping it up and doing a lot of work for them. But kills are going down both ways. It's going to be 2 down right now for Faze Red, and you see Parasite over in his base just playing some defense, and he's doing it successfully so far on a 3 streak. Yeah, Parasite there, the last line of defense, so to speak, until his teammates respawn to help him out. He sees Embos backing away with that flag. He's like, where are you going with that one, son? We'll find him. And one more player down below as well. Put some shots on him and able to clean the kill up as well on Machilla. But now let's allow these guys to push up a little bit. Look at that mini-map, you can see it here now. They're trying to make that push to this left-hand side. On the opposite side of the fence on the right, you do see the team of Prophecy trying to defend here with that cross-map shots. Yeah, and Prophecy right now is pretty much stacked kind of lights heavy side, and you see Enable recognizing that and rotating back to try to cut off those Prophecy players, but kills are going to go down in favor of Prophecy before Parasite can run up, but Ricky still going to be able to pull your flag. He does not have the easiest of routes, though, as he has quite a few players from Faze Red in front of him. The kills are going to go down for Faze Red. They're going to return that flag.
Still no flag scores yet in the first 2.5 minutes of this first side.
No, it wasn't, but as we say that, the Faze Red Squad are right down in there amongst it, in the dirt, in the trenches, so to speak, if you will. Parasite will be the man who grabs that flag, heads out to the right-hand side, or his left if you're looking back from his home side. You're going to head through Maze. He looks all right. Looks one player in mid, but Enable gets that two-piece to shut it down. The first cap will go in there to the Faze Red team, putting that one on the board. First quarter has been gone, however. 2 minutes 10 left on the clock here in the first half.
Yeah, you know, Enable right now on a 6 streak, just doing all the slaying right now for your squad, and Parasite sitting at 10-3 with your flag cap on a 2 streak, one of those kills with the flag, playing insane right now. So Parasite doing extremely well. Aches picking up a 2-piece right there, though. Classic going to be able to trade that one away. A little bit of pressure in the base of Faze, as you see a player has been able to come back in the ranks, but Classic is going to get picked up by Parasite.
Sort of feeling a bit sad for Slasher here. You spoke him up at the start, but not having the best of the games right now, but hopefully he'll be able to turn that around. Of course, the rest of the team still going very well, positive in that regard. Ricky then getting a nice clean up the 2-piece there. The stomp comes down from Enable as that flag gets taken out. He didn't get the stomp kill. The gun kill did come in, though, as Embo decides to try and perhaps go for a flag run. Again, Enable's defensive right now. Every single time that flag gets touched, he just says, nah, put it back where it belongs. Yeah, so Embo's able to touch that flag, but going to get shut down immediately. Had 0 support, and right now you see Classic actually didn't have much support, but Ricky is going to come in and be able to take up that kill. That was Slasher coming up behind Classic. You saw Classic was weak, so shots came down when he first pulled that flag, but he was able to get all the way across the map and tie that up. Enable almost able to stop that right before they came in, but tied game with 1 minute left on this first half. Big game indeed, and obviously that was a big cap as well for them. Instead of going into the half, which is obviously still just a minute away, they are now tied back up. Ricky's going to go for another flag run here as a 3-player drop down. He's looking for the 4th, can't get Enable there, that last line of defense for that Faze Red squad. Stopping that flag run from happening and keeping it at 1-1 for now. Of course, 45 seconds still on that clock to run. Another 3 players getting down there. It's going to allow that Classic to head to run this flag a little bit here. Looking at that mini-map, no one really in his road, no one there at all. This flag should go in. Apart from any little names that might find him, it will. 2-1 right now, with Prophecy answering back one after the other. Yeah, Enable was stuck in a tricky situation there as all 3 of his teammates went down. He was able to stop him once, but then Classic just kept applying the pressure and was able to pull the flag and get that second gap. 20 seconds left right now. There is one player from Faze Red. You see at the bottom of your screen in position to make a bit of a sneak cap, but he's going to get a kill. Machillo was just in position to shut him down. So we're going to go into this second half with Prophecy up 2-1. So 2-1, you know, it's 1 cap lead. 1 is better than none, as I like to say, in regards to captures. And right now, Prof need a little bit of boost, I think, heading into the second half after those last 2 games that have already taken place here. So obviously, you know, Faze Red, they know they're still win this very much so. They, of course, only 1 cap behind this Prophecy team, and they did put that first cap in themselves as well overall in the score. So, you know, still a very promising game nonetheless.
Yeah, and you were right. You know, we talked about Slasher being a great player, but now sitting at 2-13 with his team being down by 1 flag. However, if he is able to pick it up in the slaying department, that is all what Faze Red needs right now. Everything else is working for him. You know, you've seen Abel make some amazing plays right now. Parasite has been doing work while he has flag in hand. So, you know, they have almost all the working parts. There's just some slight errors going down, but it looks like Prophecy already has a player in the base in position to pull the flag. He's just waiting for teammate support, and that does not come in as 2 of them go down. So he's going to be hanging out, waiting to react to what goes down on the map. And as Parasite pulls the flag, Embos pulls right back.
We're currently on board with Embos running this flag, and of course it is the Prophecy team that are up right now. So I want to go to a listen in with Prophecy to see what their comms are like, as Embos just shut down at the same time, but they are up overall, so I want to hear what their comms are like during the CTF, so enjoy.
Yo, Maze side, underground, slash you.
Got him. No one top mid, you're right.
Nice.
I got Reed. Let's go.
We gotta go this team.
Hit underground, I'm telling you. Jump
I'm
off.
going straight to the base.
Alright, that's fine. Yeah, everyone go. Go quick. I'm gonna hit underground. I got one guy stone. Top mid stone. Top mid stone. Let's go. They're rushing for it. They're going straight for it. Pull out. No. Run. You got flag in your hand, bro. Get his ass, guys. Get his ass.
Return that. Mice one elevators on you.
You gotta get the quick retreat. Nice, guys. Good job. Alright, that's fine.
On the back stairs. Rotate back.
Let's go. You got 5 kills. Let's get this. Top mid H. Fine, we want to hold this up.
Push on my steps.
It's just like
make it one. Push our bottom plats.
And a good listen in there with that team of Prophecy, you know, as they're still feeling very positive. Obviously, are still up and they have their flag currently away, but every single time their flag was grabbed, they weren't getting clustered, or so to speak. They were always right on point with the communication, right, knowing what needs to be done at the right time. As I say, that though, Enable is looking to put this one in and tie it back up at 2 caps apiece.
Yeah, now with that game tied with 3 minutes left in his half, you know, to me the difference maker has really been Slash. You know, started off after that first side, he was sitting at 2-13, and since then he has been able to go 5-3. So just the fact that he's even gone positive really helped his team. Obviously, Aches on a 4 kill streak, doing phenomenal work with his Bell on this side as well, pulling out the A summon as well. Guy can do it all.
Enable still up there too, 28-13 right now, making that 29-13. You know, every single time I see Enable in that kill feed, usually followed by a 2-piece up. Of course, they just had a 2 down here as well. As they're still in the defense, they've got a player who did push on through. They noticed it was Embos. They managed to take him down, clean him up before they pushed on out and try to get a bit of map control and perhaps even go for a flag run of their own.
It's a pretty good defensive stand there out of Faze Red. Props, he was applying the pressure for quite some time, but now you see the roles have sort of flipped a bit. Enable putting a lot of pressure in the base, and that's going to be 3 down for Prophecy. They're easily going to get a flag pull out, but the spawns are going to come in for Prophecy. You see in at that tunnel side, so they're basically going to have a bit of a foot race. Ace going as fast as possibly can. He's got the knife out. The cutoffs come in. Parasite able to clean up the players overextending from tunnels, and the cap is going to go in. Faze Red mounting the comeback on this second side, and now taking the lead. 3 flags to 2.
Yeah, great capture there. You know, he had Parasite running the escort in front. He had a nail behind him. That'll really allow him to get across the map when he needed to and get that flag cap in. Of course, they were down by 1 at the half, and obviously having 2 now here in the second half, these guys are feeling a bit more confidence in that sort of situation. You do see Parasite once again. He's going to run the flag. He said, why not? We've got a bit of a map control wheel at the same time. He doesn't have a flag coming behind him. Axe and Enable try to stop it before they get their flag return, but it was a little bit too slow on that left hill hook they had. So they have to perhaps either go for the defensive side, sit back and just wait, or Enable can just go in, run a flag once again. Now looking at that mini-map, you'll see him there down the top end of the map. He had a player right beside him, couldn't do much to stop it. Ricky has snuck in, however, and grabbed that flag. He's got one player in front. It wasn't going to be Slasher. Classic managed to get the kill on him as Embos grabs that flag and continues the run.
Another situation where it's just kind of about being able to outrun your opponents, but Mochilla's actually going to be able to take out Embos, who had the flag, and he tries to pick it up to get it back to his base, but he's going to get picked off as well. So Faze Red able to stop that on an unfortunate team kill coming in from Mochilla.
As Enable now will try and run this flag out himself. They've got an escort there on the right-hand side. He's got 2 actually in the line there. He's going to slow it down a little bit here, regroup a touch, and just figure out what they should really be doing. Do they need to rush it all the way in, or can he just try and take the long way around? It seems like he will go for that high route. Make sure to clear out. There's a player right behind him, though. Embos looking for the flag out and away. Just get stopped. Slash will regroup on that flag, grabbing it. His flag's been returned. They're going to try and get 2 caps in the lead now. Stop just shy of putting that cap down. It does get returned. So, well, does get captured, sorry. Big points there for that Faze Red squad. 4-2 now on the scoreboard. 30 seconds left. I think that is game chance.
Yeah, nearly a hero stop out of Prophecy right there, getting able to kill that player right before he caps it, but too many Faze Red players in the base. They're able to put that one through to take their lead 2-0, and I believe now, since it takes right around 12 seconds to run a flag all the way across the map, that is going to be your game. Faze Red winning 3-0. We will see them tomorrow going against Denial and or TR. We will see Prophecy, you know, getting 4th, you know, nothing to shy away at. They played their hearts out, you know, and they're still walking away with quite a substantial sum of money.
You hear the crowd there in the background. Really happy for that Faze Red squad. Obviously still progressing on through, and like you said, Prophecy wrapping up 4th place here for the Call of Duty Championships 2015. $100,000, that's $25K for each player. Not a bad bit of work for 2 days worth of work there, in my opinion. You know, that's just me. These guys obviously 3 doges then, so like you said, they'll go up against that loser of the Denial versus Team Revenge match, and all those 3 teams now guaranteeing themselves at least 3rd spot here for Call of Duty Champs 2015. So that's a bit of a milestone, and again, you know, we touch on the fact that both Parasite and Aches are 1 step closer to another ring.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, Faze Red, you know, they were able to take out the #1 seed in Optic Gaming, so you might give the edge to them, but they're also the player coming out of the losers bracket. So even if they make that run, they're going to have to take 2 series in that final game. But we're going to find out who they're going to be playing tomorrow after Denial and TR face off. The loser of that match will be going head-to-head with Faze Red, and then the winner of that will be going against the other team for your final match.
Of course, tomorrow we'll kick off there at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You do, of course, have 2 p.m. Eastern. There's going to be Championship Sunday for the Call of Duty Championship 2015, presented by Xbox here live in Los Angeles. Sunny LA, as I like to say. I've had a great time so far. Obviously, still 3 matches to come tomorrow. It is going to be that winners bracket matchup between Denial and Team Revenge. They're going to have that losers bracket where the loser faces off against Faze Red, and then it's all going to be decided in the grand final with $400,000 on the line for 1st place. You know, overall today, it's been a day of upsets, so to speak, but a day of amazement too. A lot of teams have come through and competed and played so well, but at the same time, a lot of teams who you thought would turn up just sadly didn't.
Yeah, you know, it's a tournament of complete, you know, going against everyone's expectations. I think, you know, a lot of people did expect FaZe Red to be able to make it this far and Denata to make it this far, but TR has been playing absolutely phenomenally. They've been running over some of the best teams, and FaZe Red included in that. They 3-0'd FaZe Red, who's now on an insane comeback as well. So a lot of storylines going into tomorrow's match. It's going to be a great day, a lot of fun. You should tune in for every single stream. It'll be good.
Pretty much this stream right here will be on the one and only Alpha stage. And the main stage is what's happening tomorrow. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it from us here for the day of Saturday. Tune in tomorrow, like we said, for Championship Sunday. I was Bioasted, joined by Chance for this matchup. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.